Hello everybody and welcome to another Marvel Champions video. Today I am starting a Gamora campaign through Rise of Red Skull. I'm still doing Rise of Red Skull. As I said, I'm still kind of just like learning. I haven't even played any of this one yet. But I'm enjoying continuing to try out new heroes in a campaign I know. So let's dive in and try out this Gamora. She is the alter ego of Gamora. What the frick? Anyways, she has Skilled Tactician. You may include up to 6 attack and or thwart events in your deck from aspects other than your chosen aspect. And as an action, you can look at the top card of your deck. If the card is an attack or thwart event, we draw it. Limit once per round. This deck is a deck I found on Champions DB or Marvel database, whatever it is. I think it's Marvel. It doesn't really matter. But this is a aggression and Justice, the yellow one, red and yellow. So the yellow is our 6 splash cards. Our hero is Finesse. Response, after you play an attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme, limit once per phase. Precision, after you play a thwart event, deal 1 damage to an enemy, limit once per phase. Honestly, Gamora seems kinda fun. She seems like a good time. We gotta finish building this Hydra Patrol, Legions of Hydra, Weapon Master, Standard. We needed to finish building this this deck right here. But Gamora seems really fun. She does seem very vulnerable. She only has 10 HP. And she does have 2 in all of her stats, so she kind of has that Captain America thing. But I think you want to be doing as much as you can to play as many attack and thwart events as we can. So, let's do that. We have our experimental weapon deck here. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. Boom. Laser rifle. When an attached villain attacks, the attack gains ranged. I believe ranged ignores retaliate. Is that right? It's not in this rulebook. Is it in this other rulebook? Ranged. An attack with the range keyword ignores the retaliate keyword. Easy. It makes sense. He is shooting a gun. So, while he has a weapon attachment, this attack gains piercing. Alright. Let's see what our opening mulligan is. So we're looking for specifically things that will make our events cheaper. So this is none of those. Attack event. It's an upgrade. After you play an attack event, deal 1 damage to an enemy. My sword does seem really good. We kind of probably want that. I wager having that out here could be good. But what I think we want to do, though, is I think we, eat pretty much everything else. I'm going to keep the power of aggression because we do have some, other red stuff that we would like to see. But I think we do that. Excuse me? Alright, well, we're definitely going to clear the area from how things work. Okay. So this is our opening hand. I think we still want to get the sword out. We're going to start by using our ability. We'll look at the top card of the deck. If that is an attack or thwart event, we will draw it. That is Nick Fury. That is Nick Fury. Okay. So then what we do... I mean, we could do this and see if we can grab something else we want to play. I don't know what we'd want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, this is the thing we really want. We want that attack there. Well, the only attack we can get is this press the advantage. So we are going to take that, and then we shuffle our deck. Okay. So now we switch into this mode. We are going to play our sword, going 1, 2, 3. See you later, clear the area. We might as well attack for 2. We might as well, right? And then we can play this press the advantage using this power of aggression. So we deal 2 damage to an enemy, so we'll deal another 2. We can then also use our sword. After you play an attack event, which this is, we get to deal 1 damage to an enemy. We will deal it to you, Crossbones. So that is actually a good chunk of damage. We also, after we play an attack event, we can remove a threat from a scheme, but there are no schemes with threat on them. So then we just ready up and we get to draw 5 cards. All right, this Keen Instinct seems really important here. Exhaust Keen Instincts generate a wild resource for an attack or thwart event. Concussive Blow. This is how we're... So our goal is, especially as you can see also with this drop kick, to stun and confuse enemies as well. Well, the enemy. All right, so now we go to the villain phase. We put 1 here. This guy's going to attack us for 2. It is just 2. That's pretty lucky. Also, losing one of those off the top does seem really nice. We then will deal an encounter card to each player, so we're going to look out, and it is a Hydra Soldier. Well, when defeated, we deal the engaged player an encounter card. Okay. Well, I think we start by doing this forward momentum, using this forward momentum to play this Keen Instincts. So this is like, this one reminds me of, like obviously all your heroes get better on setup time. So like we are trying to use our first shuffle through to set things up. I do think we are going to... I think we're going to just drop kick this guy. And I'm just trying to, I mean, we're going to use the energy. We're going to use the energy here. So we don't pay for it with only fist icons. So this guy's obviously not stunned and we don't draw a card, but he is defeated. But it is going to deal us an encounter card. Some other things happen though. After playing an attack event, we can remove a threat from a scheme. So I would gladly remove that. And then after playing an attack event, we can deal 1 damage to an enemy. Put him down to 6. We are going to discard this again. We would love getting... sorry, I don't know the best way to do this kind of stuff here. We are looking for an ally that we can play to chump block with, and we did succeed in that. This is Hero Interrupt. When you take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage, deal 1 damage to an enemy, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Seems like a pretty good deal, especially if we are about to expect to take some stuff here. Okay. Did I attack with Gamora? I don't think I did. So we dealt 2, 3... So we dealt 2, 3, 4, 5. So he was down to 7. We pinged him. Yeah, we also could have attacked him. I think I missed that. She wasn't exhausted. Okay, so we'll just pretend we did that because I should have done that. We are making pretty good work of his stuff here. But we just kind of want to see what happens. So he's going to attack us for 2. He's going to get boosted on this attack for 1. Okay. Let's say we did this. I mean, like, this is the time to do it, right? So we can use this to play this cross counter. So we'll prevent the 3 damage. Then we deal 1 damage to an enemy. We remove a threat from a scheme. And then we could do it each again. So we're playing a thwart event here. But we actually don't need to use the attack thing part of this. I mean, we could use the attack thing here, and we're going to. We're going to deal another damage to this guy. And then after playing a thwart, we can deal 1 damage to an enemy. I think that all sequences correctly like that. And we also prevent the damage, which seems kind of sweet. We're going to get another card. Our first one here is full auto. Discard X cards from the top of the encounter deck where X is his attack. Take 1 indirect damage for his boost icon discarded this way. So we're going to be discarding 2 cards. There are none. There are 2. So we're going to take 2 indirect damage. We have no one else to put the indirect damage on, and I'm going to just read this. Okay. Okay, sounds good. And then this one goes into another full auto. Okay, so this is not going to kill us. But it's damn near gonna try. It's damn near gonna try. Okay. Alright, we are going to move back and start healing this next turn. Luckily, our damage output is actually still pretty high, and we don't need to really rush. I think we're doing, like, pretty okay. I do want to play this Ironheart, though. I think we're going to flip. We're going to look at the top card of our deck. It is an attack event, so I can put it in my hand. We are then going to heal for 3. Alright, so we're expecting the thing to go up this turn. We can't use this concussive blow. We can't use this decisive blow. We can play... I mean, we're going to at least play Ironheart. Because she replaces herself. So after you play her, we draw a card. Okay. I think that's probably the best bang for our buck here. Are we going to... Okay. Are we going to discard this Spider Girl? I think we are, because I'm not too worried about minions. Maybe we keep her, though? These are the kind of questions that I don't even know the answers to yet. And also, like, as we get more experience... I mean, like, I know the enemies aren't too scary in this one. They could be good to just, like, stun and confuse, and then we get another blocker out. I'm going to keep her because I do think I undervalue allies in this game. And I want to get better at valuing allies, and the way to do that is to play them. Alright, so we're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 in total. This is a huge get. Honestly, this hand actually looks kind of nice. Alright. So we're going to put 1 here. This guy's going to scheme for 1. 2, 3, 4. So this is going to flip. It's going to advance. And then this one comes into reveal the top card of the experimental weapon deck. We have Exosuit. Alright, that do be a little bit spooky. Anyway, we get a card. And that card is this guy. Okay. Okay, we can use that to kill him. Unfortunately, we need to kill him. But we can use this to stun this guy, especially because he is about to get his super gun. Alright, but we're going to start by looking at the top card of our deck. If it's an attack or thwart, we'll put it in our hand. That might be huge. Is it? I think because these two together really opens up this decisive blow. Okay. I am going to take the healing. It is unfortunate that I don't get to attack this turn, but it does put me up to full health, which is like really comfortable. Okay. All right. Let's talk through this. We would love to be able to play Mockingbird this turn. This martial prowess we also want, but it might have to wait a turn. Because we can play things otherwise? No, we can't. Okay, let's just talk. So, we play these. These are free. These are easy. And we're going to use these to kill this guy. That's easy. That's very possible, and we can totally do that. And that's a good time for everybody. We can play this, but it's going to cost us 1. Actually, if we want to also play Mockingbird, we're going to also need to get rid of this martial prowess. Is that the right choice? Probably not. But I think it is the better line for this turn, realistically. I think it's the better line for this turn. So this is pretty simple. We're going to start here. We're going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we're going to deal 2 damage to this guy. We're going to remove a threat from this. And then we will... I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can do this in any order. We're going to put that to 3. After you play an attack event, deal 1 damage to an enemy. This is resolved. We're then going to do this set the pace. We're going to remove a threat from a scheme. Oh, do I need to do that in the other order, technically? I mean, I guess I could have chosen to not do this. Is this like... I'm just going to ask the viewers at home, because I will change this. I just won't use my ability to remove the threat. But this, I assume I need to still be able to change the game state to play this, or can I just play it even if it doesn't do anything? Anyways, to make it so it's nice and simple, I just wouldn't have used my... sorry, I should have flipped into hero mode. I did mean to do that, but you can forgive me. She looks like Gamora on both of them. And the fact that she's also named Gamora, I'm kind of confused. I feel like she might be trying to trick me. So yeah, we're in this mode. This is the place we want to be. So just for reference, this guy had 0 damage on him. We flipped into this mode. We played this. We dealt him 3 damage. We did not remove this. And then we're going to remove a threat from this scheme, which will allow us to use this ability to deal 1 damage to an enemy in play. We're going to kill this guy. That does give us a card. That's life. We are going to use Ironheart to deal 1 damage to this guy, advancing us to his next stage. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Crossbones machine gun and attach it to Crossbones. All right, we'll check the deck first. Crossbones machine gun. Boom. There it is, baby. Shuffle the deck. All right. So, forced interrupt. When he attacks you, remove 1 ammo from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. Okay. So, note this guy now has 4 attack. He is a big boy. He is a big boy. He only has 14 health, though. So now we use the Keen Instincts and this to play for this decisive blow to pay for it. So deal 4 damage to an enemy, 7 damage instead if you have played a thwart event this turn, which we did. So we'll just knock his health down in half, which seems pretty nice. And then for our last thing, we're going to play Mockingbird, spending this Genius and this Martial Prowess, because in theory, we should be able to win next turn. In theory, we should be able to win next turn. We have 10 health. It is a lot, so even if he attacks us twice, because he needs to still, it needs to be 3 attacks in total, for, in my opinion, for it to get risky. But, oh, I guess we could also put a damage on her. I mean, yeah, we'll put a damage on it, right? You might as well. But I think it's going to be fine. Okay. This hand looks pretty sweet. We can stun him again. Alright. So this goes up by 1. This guy, he's not confused, he is stunned. I grabbed the wrong token, but that's okay. You all know that this stuns the enemy, it doesn't confuse them. We're then going to draw our cards for the turn. Our first one. Oh, look at this. All right. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion, put into play, engage with you. You reveal your set-aside Nemesis side scheme and put it into play. Shuffle the rest of your set-aside Nemesis encounter set into the encounter deck. If your Nemesis minion does not enter the game this way, this card gains Surge. Okay. So this comes here. Okay. Players other than the Gamora cannot remove threat from sibling rivalry. After the villain phase begins, deal 1 face-down encounter card to Gamora. Alright, and then these go into the deck. She doesn't have guard. We can still just finish off Crossbones, because it doesn't matter, right? We just have to kill him. Go to 18, winning the game. Players defeat the final villain stage. Oh, that looks like the final villain stage. Okay, Easy. Let's see what this other card is first. A Hydra Soldier. Okay, that definitely slows things down. That definitely changes things. Can we put 6 damage out this turn? I don't know if we can, TBH. Because we don't have a thwart card. Okay. This art is terrible. Exhaust Conditioning Room, turn the bottommost attack or thwart event from your discard pile to your hand. Okay. So we want to kill this guy. Which we can luckily, like, do with the team. Okay. Okay. There's a plan. These two are going to get 2 damage in on this guy. Gamora is going to finish him off. There's 4 here, huh? Can we deal with 3 encounter cards next turn? I think we kind of have to, because if Crossbones is going to be stunned again, that's kind of key for us to find victory. Well, we're going to play this drop kick. And we're going to pay for it with only strengths. So we could draw a card here that actually wins us the game. So we get to stun that enemy. We deal 4 damage. 2, 3, 4. And we can make that. So we're at 1. We draw a card. That does it, actually. That actually does it. Wow, absolutely incredible. So we can remove a threat from a scheme. And then after you play a thwart event, we deal 1 damage to an enemy. Incredible. I mean, I think... Sorry, we should have another card in front of us here from this guy. I think no matter what, we were going to be... I think we were going to be fine. I'm kind of just curious to see how it would have played out. We probably would have returned... We would have played this Keen Instincts. Because we can have... There's no limit to the number of Keen Instincts we can have. We draw 4 cards. Can't play you. This would also get us there pretty comfortably. He's stunned. This goes up to 1. We have 3 cards. She attacks us for 2. We take 2. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, no. We were totally okay there. Gamora seems kind of fun, actually. I kind of, hey, that's the Gamora from Marvel Puzzle Quest. You can't trick me, game. That's the Gamora from Marvel Puzzle Quest. She seems neat. I'm excited to do a whole campaign with her. I'm excited to also just, like, you know, also just revisit these heroes in the future and try different decks on them. Did I do anything wrong? Please let me know. As always, I'm still in the process of learning this game. But there was something one of our users said where how, like, this game... Because I was trying to figure out, like, the tempo and how you play this game and what the goal is. And while talking through my turns, I've been able to do a lot better at figuring that out. And then also, like, ensuring that I'm taking one of the better lines as opposed to just playing what I have. Your guys' comments on the series also helps because it lets me feel a bit more... confident in my ability to explore and learn and get better. So you guys enjoying it makes me enjoy it. So thank you and keep commenting. We get to do our victory. So we're going to record laser rifle and exosuit. The laser rifle and the exosuit. Okay, and then we also get to grab one of the tech upgrades. So last time we grabbed the... Oh no, this is the gun one. Okay. We did this. We did the laser cannon last time. And I still think the laser cannon's good. But we're going to try something else. I mean, I'm just going to take the tactical scanner. It's hard to say no to cards, right? Excuse me? It's hard to say no to cards. Cool. All right, well, we'll see you guys very soon for another episode of this tactical scanner. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back very soon for some more Marvel Champions, and then also sorry, my fiance is just sending me a mountain of texts right now, and she's sending like one word at a time, so I'm just reading them all, and they are funny. But I'm hoping to get this on the channel every 2 times a week as opposed to just 1 time. Thank you so much for your support, and that's the reason I'm doing it, because you guys are commenting so much on this channel. So if you like this, please keep commenting, because I will keep making more. Have a good one, and as always, GG's!